I recently slid into my community's DMs and asked them all about their goal setting struggles, because who doesn't love a good tea spilling session? And oh my word, the responses were giving me major same girl energy. The number one response: no clear plan. I mean, that's like trying to navigate London without Google Maps. Good luck with that. But wait, there's more tea to spill. Many people said they struggle because they focus too much on the end result rather than on the daily habits that actually build momentum. Others said that they derail because they aren't consistent with their plan or they give themselves too much to do. And some shared that their goals fall apart because of energetics. So, for example, feeling misaligned with what they're working towards. Does any of this sound familiar? If so, I want you to know this. It's not about working harder or doing more. The real issue is that most goal-setting approaches don't account for three really important things: your deeper values, your unique rhythm, and your vision for the bigger picture. This is where aligned goal setting comes in. It's not about chasing arbitrary benchmarks or following super rigid plans. It's about creating goals that feel deeply connected to your purpose, are supported by systems that reduce overwhelm, and allow you to adapt with resilience even when life throws a curveball. Here's an example. One of my clients wanted to grow her business from 3 to 5K months to 8 to 10K months, but she felt stuck. We worked together to shift her focus from just the end goal to creating daily habits that aligned with her vision. These included spending the first 60 minutes of her workday on high impact tasks using my profitable hour framework, engaging with her audience for 30 minutes a day on Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, writing one piece of valuable content each morning, and reviewing her metrics every week to adjust her strategy. By focusing on these consistent actions and rather than just the end result, she built momentum naturally. And within 3 months, she didn't just hit her goal, she built a foundation that's allowed her to scale even further, sometimes hitting 12 to 15K months. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but how do I actually do this? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Let me break it down into bite-sized pieces that even my caffeine-deprived brain can handle first thing on a Monday morning. We're going to dive straight into my aligned goal-setting framework. But before we get into the details, here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with your yearly vision to set your direction. We'll break it down into 90-day achievable chunks. We'll create monthly milestones to track your progress. We'll develop weekly focus areas for consistency and build daily habits that create momentum. Think of this framework like your favorite Netflix series. We're going to break it down into binge-worthy sessions, yearly vision, episodes, 90-day chunks, and those can't miss scenes, daily habits that really keep you hooked. And just like how nobody became a master chef from watching Great British Bake Off, although we can all try, right? We're going to focus on doing the thing, not just planning it. So let's start with your yearly vision. Begin by imagining your bigger picture. What do you want your life and business to look like in a year from now? This isn't about external validation or arbitrary benchmarks. It's about what feels deeply aligned with your purpose and your values. So ask yourself, what is one thing I want to look back on at the end of the year and feel really proud of? Once you have your yearly vision, we'll break it down into 90-day chunks. Think of each quarter as a stepping stone. What can you realistically accomplish in the next 90 days to bring you closer to your vision? These become your quarterly goals. And I would focus on no more than 3 to 5 goals to avoid overwhelm. Then we develop your monthly plan. So at the start of each month, we zoom in even further. And we do that by breaking your 90-day goals down into specific monthly milestones. These are your big action steps. And for this step, we want to ask ourselves, based on our yearly vision and our quarterly goals, what needs to happen this month to keep me on track? From there, we create your weekly plan. Each week, we map out your focus areas based on your monthly plan. We identify our top 3 tasks for the week ahead that come directly from your monthly goals. And systems are really clear here. This is where my weekly power plan framework comes into play. I help my clients keep everything stored in Notion so they can reduce decision fatigue and stay organized. And then finally, we build daily habits. And let's keep it real here. Building new habits isn't about that go big or go home energy. It's more like that Taylor Swift writing one song at a time energy. Consistent, intentional, and before you know it, you've got a whole album of wins. Your daily habits don't need to give that main character energy straight away. Just start small. So we're bringing it all down to our daily habits. And if you haven't noticed yet, this is where the action happens. Ask yourself, what small, consistent actions can I take each day to build momentum towards my bigger goals? For example, if one of your goals is to grow your audience, a daily habit might be engaging with your community for 20 minutes per day or creating a piece of valuable content. And as you can see, everything builds on top of each other. And the most important part I want to share with you is this: build resilience into every step. Life isn't perfect and your goals don't have to be either. At every level of planning, I want you to ask yourself, what will I do when things don't go as planned? This might mean adjusting your timeline, prioritizing rest, or seeking support when needed. And focus on progress over perfection, because every small step is a huge win. Success isn't about grinding 24/7 like those LinkedIn influencers want you to believe. And it's not about that hustle harder lifestyle that's giving everybody burnout vibes. It's about finding your rhythm, staying in your lane, and building momentum that actually feels sustainable. No toxic productivity required. Now here's a quick win you can literally implement straight after this video. Take one of your biggest goals, and instead of thinking about the end result, write down one tiny action step you can take tomorrow to make it happen. Seriously, make it so small that it almost feels a little bit ridiculous. Because guess what? That's your starting point. And that's exactly how my client started before she reached those 8 to 10K months. Now take a moment to reflect. What is one goal you are going to set differently this year? Let me know in the comments, because I would love to hear about your vision and how I can support you in making it happen. And a little bit of truth to wrap up this video. Success often comes from an aligned vision, intentional habits, and the right support systems. And that is exactly what we focus on in my Make It Happen Mastermind. It's a space where you can connect with like-minded business owners, get personalized guidance, and build the clarity and systems you need to achieve your next level goals. If you are tired of setting goals that don't stick and you want to create a vision that aligns with who you are and where you want to go, I'd love for you to join us. Doors open at the end of March, so head to abranchofholly.com/collective to join the waitlist. The link is in the description. So to recap, goals fail when they aren't aligned with your values, supported by systems, or flexible enough to adapt to life's challenges. But when you focus on having an aligned vision, daily habits, and resilience, you create a roadmap that not only works, but feels really, really good. Remember, you are not behind. You are not failing, you're just finding your rhythm. And as Taylor would say, are you ready for it? Drop an emoji in the comments if you are finally ready to set goals that actually stick. And like I said, if you're ready to go deeper, make sure you check out the Make It Happen Mastermind. I'd love to help you turn your vision into a reality. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep showing up, keep growing, and keep making it happen.